Hey everybody, it's Mr. Nightspyder here, and we're going to do another Titans Returns review. For those of you that follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you probably heard of me complaining about being on the West Coast, and a lot of these waves usually get to us last, or sometimes it doesn't make it to us at all. But alas, they are here. While my buddies on the East Coast are getting wave 2, I'm getting wave 1 just now, but I'm going to take it for what it is and take it a win. So as you hear, we have Grax and Skullsmasher. Decepticon Headmaster. I know they call them Titan Masters, but to me they're Headmasters. You take a look at the packaging. You have the little graphic there, doing the whole head combined to the body thingy. Over here, you got Titan's Return, Grax and Skullsmasher. Another image there. Nothing there. And then you have a quick bio you all can read. So you can check that out. And then they have some images of him, his headmaster, his beast mode, and then how you can store him. And then they have some more explanations of how it works and how all the heads are interchangeable between Deluxe, Voyager, Leader class. You can also buy separate little heads. They have Scourge, Galvatron, and Blaster on there. So representing the first wave anyway. So anyway, enough said. Without further ado, let's open this guy up and let's get into the real meat and potatoes of this guy. Be back in a second. Alright, and here we have Grax and Skullsmasher, Skull Crusher, whatever y'all want to call him. Here he is in robot form or out of the package. So let's take a look at some of the accessories it comes with. So like similar to Blur, you got like this shield portion that's also supposed to be a weapon or other device for docking the headmaster, so you could sit him in there. And then it looks like this portion is what you would peg in here to if you're attaching it to one of the leader class bases. So that's one thing it comes with. And then you have the blaster here, which is pretty cool. Actually, I like this blaster. It's pretty good mold. No paint, but you know what? The mold is on point, so I like it. So good stuff. And then the back part here, this head, actually, when you take it out of the package, it's attached to a ball joint. So if I can pull it right there. So this is actually going to be a separate piece in the package, and you have to kind of some assembly required type of stuff going on. And then lastly, but not least, we have the Titan Master. So you can zoom in on that. And you can see that they got some gold paint on there. Some nice detailed sculpt on there. And then this is what's going to transform into the little guy. And it looks like they even got a little bit of gold on his face. The legs are just one piece on a hinge. These arms actually pop out. You can move them up. It's a little hard to see. But yeah, that's the Headmaster, aka Target Master, Titan Master. I'm actually watching Transformers Rebirth, so I'm totally in a different place right now. So let's take a look at the figure itself. Out of the package, I would say the thing that bothered me the most, and sometimes it's a quality control thing, but the legs are really loosey-goosey. See, they're really loose. I hate when you get a figure and you're stoked about it and it's loose. You want nice, not like too tight where you can't move, but you want firm joints. Even this upper thigh rotation is just super loose. Very bad. Very poor quality control there. So that really irritates me. And even this hand here, just kind of, it's not as firmly placed as I'd like it to be. But anyway, going back to the figure itself, 360 rotation on there, and you have limited looking up and looking down because of the nature of it. Because it's another head is plugged into the neck of this thing, so you can't really look up or down. But most Transformers are going to be like that. This here, you can kind of use the shoulder to go up. That's part of transformation, but you can like use that to fudge it and get some extra articulation out of it. You have I guess you would say a bicep swivel, single hinge, and then this would be part of the transformation, and then the wrist also is on a hinge. But it's a little, like I said, it's a little upsetting that it's so loose. Same thing on this side. You have 360 degrees on the waist, ball joint, and you see here upper thigh swivel, but like I said, very loose, very aggravating. You have a single hinge joint on there, but this portion inside the knee kind of moves, so if you need to use that to get any extra articulation or extra posability, you can kind of fudge it with that. And then you have like a little, this is part of the transformation, but it's more of like a toe hinge type of thing. So overall, I like it. It definitely reminds me of the G1 version. Definitely reminds me of the whole Headmaster Rebirth thing, which once again I'm watching now. But it's not perfect. Actually, I feel fairly disappointed with this. But it's not the character, it's not the transformation, it's not the articulation. I'm fairly disappointed with the quality control on this figure. Anyway, we'll get back to that later. Let's transform this guy, and I'll show you its beast mode. Okay, so here we go. So here we're going to start getting this guy into beast mode. So bear with me, it's late. It's like almost 1 o'clock where I'm at. So take the head off. And these arms, the shoulder part of these arms here are going to form ultimately the neck on here. So there's a little, I don't know if y'all can see, there's a little tab right there, and that's going to line up with these spots right here. So that you're going to bring it in. You're going to bring it in, and it's going to line up right there. Same thing on this side. And then the neck, these ports here are going to plug into one of these two. And you'll see that go down here in a second. Oop, hell, didn't line that one up. Oh well. There we go. So those are plugged in. And then the hands, obviously you're going to fold the hands in there on both sides. And then you can bring the claws down. And then you kind of rotate it that way. And then bam, bring it forward. Bam, bam. There you go. Part of it's done. And you know what? It doesn't get better. I hate to tell you all this. The transformation kind of, Anyway. So as you guys saw before, these are kind of like a double hinge. So you're going to kind of fold that back and kind of collapse the knee on itself. And you can see it kind of, you'll see it kind of form itself right there. And then you have all these tabs in here that are going to connect together as you bring it together anyway. If I can do this properly today. So again, sorry guys, it's like 1 in the morning for me. Come on. There we go. There we go. All nice together now. Then you can line up the feet. So when you put them down, it's all lined up there. Yeah, cool. Lined up. Next, as far as I'm concerned, you take the little Titan Master thingy right here. Get him into a nice sitting position. Okay. There he is again. Let me zoom in on there so you can get a good, with that focus out. Okay, there's the Titan Master, sitting position. Now, this portion of it, this little area right here, it opens up. It's very irritating. I wish they would have made a hard plastic with an obvious, like a little part to grip, because this is rubber, and if you push it in, it's such a bitch to try and get out. I literally had to get like a tiny little screwdriver, a little tack, and try to just work to get this out. But this part's going to lift up. There you go. There you go. That's going to open up, and you see there's a little seat in there. And you get the little tight master and close that up. And see, it's kind of bending trying to close because it's made out of rubber. So that's going to be problematic in the long run. I mean, it may last longer, but as far as maybe its functionality, and it's more of a hassle getting things in and out of here. Okay, so that part's done. Then you have the tail, and you have the gun, and you get storage out of it because there's a little tab right there, and you can plug the gun into that. Bam. There you go. And that is going to plug right here. And that is going to give like articulation to the tail. And it kind of comes off easily, but it's a simple type of hinge. And then you have this that has no articulation on the leg itself, but it kind of moves around. But you're not really going to have it any other way because the hands and everything's kind of limited because it is like a crocodile or alligator. There we are. And then you have like a wrist swivel here, which is from the elbow and the wrist of the robot mode. See there. And then the head, being on a ball joint, you can get a fairly decent amount of rotation, looking up, looking down. And then if you can really get in there, oh, hold on. You can open the mouth, which is pretty cool. So beast mode's cool. I do like the beast mode. I dig it. Even zoom in there and focus. Focus. There you go. All in all, I would say I'm less than super enthused about this particular one. Not because of the beast mode or the character. Not even, I don't know. I was excited, and I just feel disappointed. This portion here where you store the Titan Master is very obnoxious. I feel myself, I'm probably going to keep this guy in one mode and just leave him that way because the hassle of taking Titan Master in and out and dealing with this rubber panel is very, very obnoxious. Very obnoxious. In beast mode, everything's solid on it though. I mean, the joints are good. Everything comes together and forms nicely. It's the robot mode that's problematic. And that's also another disappointing thing, to get all those loose hinges and ball joints being loose and wiggly waggly. I'm hoping that that's not like a common thing. If you guys are having common issues as far as the robot mode being problematic, comment, let me know. And I do recommend it as a character. It's very nostalgic as far as like Headmaster and things go, but I hope the quality on the other two that I have that I plan on reviewing in the future don't reflect from this. So please, if you like this video, if this has been helpful, like it. If you have any feedback about your experiences with Skullsmasher, please leave a comment. I'm usually pretty good about responding back. And if you liked what you see, share it. Please subscribe if you like my content. I do let's plays, I do tech reviews, tech tips, as well as toy reviews. And this is the Nightspyder Collector signing off. Have a good night, or good morning, depending when you get this. And thank you for watching. Have a good one. Peace.